Coach David, I know you have so much experience in the game of football I just played. I want to ask, what should the defender have done better in that particular position? You know, the ball was coming, and the way from his reaction, I think he was trying to probably move his hand away. Or what do you think, as a defender, should do better to avoid situations like that?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Michael. In my own little view, let me put it this way: the defender was wrong bringing out his hands in the box. As a defender, in that crucial moment, you should know that anything can happen from a cross.
Mm.
So you should have placed your hand at the back, expecting anything. At least going for the ball. If you look at the ball, you see the crossing was coming from the right side, and he was moving towards that direction. Instead of, if I don't know what is going through his mind, whether he wants to go and meet the player that is in the box or he wants to go and meet the cross, I don't know. If you see, look at the movement, he was moving towards where the ball is. So definitely he should know that he's in the box. That anything can happen once your hands are out and the ball hits the hand, it will be a penalty. So I think on to my own advice, these are young boys coming up.
Mm-hmm.
The correction really lies on the coach, on their coaches, to always tell them the rules that guides the game. When you are in the box, while attacking or defending, they should know what to do. So I think normally as a football player or as a team or as a coach, you should expect the unexpected in the field of play, because anything can happen. Mistake occurs to goals. So we shouldn't say because the boy, even in professional level, you see some players that are more even that done a very bad mistakes towards a penalty or whatever. So I think this is just a lesson for every one of us to try and talk to our players. Whenever we are in the box, we should try and place our hands at the back, or we should go for the ball. Because if you look at the movement, the ball, in fact, I don't know what to say, it's a penalty. So the advice is just for the coach to just try and correct that mistake. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much, coaches. And we'd like to hear your opinion in the comment section also if the incident is a penalty or not. We'd all like to hear from you. Moving from Ijapo Estates to the St. Martin's, the Oke-Paadi Derby that happened last Wednesday. That was the first opening game of Gameweek 4 between Youngsters and Adeleke. Youngsters scored a very late goal, which was really controversial. It took almost 10 minutes for a video review. And the goal will be shown on your screen right now. Doggy, doggy, doggy. For all of us to see, and we'll be talking about it. Coach John, what do you think about that incident? Because there were a lot of opinions about it was an offside, it was a goal, maybe a foul on the keeper, and a lot of things. So, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, it's a very tense game, and I think first of all I'll give kudos to the center referee for able to curb a lot of tensions and emotions in that particular game. And when you look at it, the first call by the referee was an offside, yes, which was, thank God for the video reviews, the video assistance of the referee. After so many minutes of review, we were able to prove that it's a goal. Initially, viewing it from the outside without the video, I also thought the ball is an offside. And at the same time, too, I also thought the ball, there was a foul there or whatsoever. But thank God again for the video referee. We were able to see that, okay, yes, this ball is a clear goal and not an offside. So for me, it's a goal. It's a very, very right call by the video assistance referee. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, John. Coach David, he has mentioned about the offside. What about foul? Was there a foul in there?
Well, the if you look at it, the referee thought there wasn't a foul. Looking at the video, it will look as if it's a foul. These are two players struggling to get the ball. So fortunately for the youngster player, he managed to play the ball. He was behind. No foul, but being it's so tricky for the defender of Adeleke, he wants to just bring out something that he will confuse, or maybe I don't know, to just trick the referee that he's on the floor. He should have blown for a foul before, because I think in that moment, maybe I don't know if you permit me to analyze that game very well, because as a coach and that seeing that game, he has, if you look at the review very well, you see that the player has the time to clear the ball even before the goal. So he was guiding, thinking the goalkeeper will come and intercept the ball. But no, there was a lack of communication. So fortunately for the youngster player, he played with his last strength. When he played, he hit the bar. So he got up and nodded. The referee raised his hands up for an offside. Then later on, he went to check the video assistant referee. He now discovered that it wasn't an offside, because if you look at it, the boy in question, the boy that scored the goal, was in the same line with the goalkeeper. He stood up when the ball came for a rebound. He stood up and knocked the ball inside, and it's a goal. So these are some controversies we need to entertain. Let me put it that way. We should expect. We should expect this kind of thing, because it's football. A lot at stake coming, because when you say you are this, you are that, because this makes this league unique and very interesting, because there will be more prayer from all these coaches and football teams and players. So on my own, and they were talking about the cards. 10 year. If you look at it, the two teams 10 yellow cards and 3 red cards. Yes, if it calls for that, then they show this thing. So it is not because if you look at the El Clasicos, I've seen a match that's been handled that almost the entire team was given yellow cards, and almost 6 players red cards. So it shows that it's a real derby. So at the end of the day, they settled for the scores. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Coach David, for that brilliant analysis. And moving away from the youngster at the Lakers game, we'll be talking about the season on a general note. 4 games played, 16, 4 match days, and 16 games have been played. A lot has happened. I think, a lot of fans, a lot of people have seen enough to be able to decide who is their favorite team, which team are they looking forward to, which team are they, rooting for this season. And I was speaking with Coach David and Coach John, and asking them, which team has impressed you the most so far in this league. John.
Yes, thank you very much. No doubt, I would say youngster. Youngster is the team to watch out. For me, I would say they are the title contender. They are the favorites. Yes, they are the favorite to win the team. They have not lost any game so far, and they have scored lots of goals. Yes, so I think I will go for youngster. Then I also saw something unique from PCCG team. How they were able to beat Rivers 1-0 and hold Tubaba to that particular time. Then the first half of the match between Tubaba and PCCG was so unexpected. It was unbelievable. Everybody might have thought Tubaba might have given them 3-4-0 in the first half, but no. And come to think about it, the PCCG team, they have better chances. They would have been 3 goals up. Wow. So, but I don't know what happened in the second half. So I think PCCG, if they can continue like this, they can pose a threat to other big teams in the league, like Young Stars, Tubaba, and we're also looking at Mateku. Mateku they have not lost a game so far. So I think the league is getting interesting, and I can't wait to see how it's going to pan out to the end of the league come December. Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, John. Coach David, which team has impressed you the most?
Good one from my colleague. He have seen and he have said. So I have 3 teams in mind to watch out for. You see, sorry, I might take a little bit of your time, because you see in football, You see, when you come to a team like, because it's just that the first leg has not yet ended. So when it comes to a team like this, you look at the tactical aspect of the game and their technicality in that in that game, in their own game. Yes, truly, if you there's a team, but you will they look as if you are not. I'm still putting my money on. I'm telling you, there's this team you need to put your money in. I have 3 teams in mind. You see, uh, Trivers. If you look at their tactical ability in approaching the game, you know that they really have something to offer to people. Every areas they are trying to make sure they are putting the ball at every angle, and they have plans. You see the plans, and come to looking at Adeleke. Adeleke, when you see their game, they have one of the youngest teams in this league. But I don't know what is coming out from their management. Because once if you look at the players, you know that they are technically
Good.
gifted in terms of you look at this player. If you can remind me of his name, Ifeanyi,
Only fine, yeah.
who is pushing for the highest goal scorer. Yes, youngsters are proving to be a threat, but I really want to say something. Once you see in football, in the game of football, you shouldn't look down on other things, because we should expect the unexpected, as I used to say. So youngsters too are proving to be a big threat too. Yes, I think those 3, and a surprise might as well come from Mateko, because they are still unbeaten. Let us add them because they are still unbeaten. So every teams there are all contenders, but we are just after the game week 4. I think those I mentioned are one of the strong teams. So all I'll just urge, because all the games I've been able to witness them. I and my colleague, we have seen that most of these teams that we have mentioned, they need to calm. They need to be calm and focus on the improvement of their team. They should work on how these guys are going to move on technically and tactically. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, coaches. You have really mentioned a lot. And okay, there are 2 teams that wasn't mentioned in all what you said. That's FA Brave Eagles and Arsenal Kids. Arsenal Kids hasn't scored and they haven't won a game this season. And like you said, you have watched their games, all games this season. What do you think they need to improve on? Because the last game against Elder Starlight, they played out to a new draw. They had almost 20 attempts. They attempted 20 shots, and they had 10 shots on target. What do you think is going wrong for Arsenal Kids?
Okay. Yes, thank you. I would have mentioned, but when we go by their respective forms, you wouldn't say you are putting them in for the title, because they are deep in form. They have not really impressed. They have not really impressed. So I think the coach needs to work on the finishes. Because looking at that game that day, you will see they created a lot of chances, but unable to utilize them. So I think the coach should work on their finishing, because I can sense a lot of talented footballers from that team. So I think the problem they have is their finishes. Yes, in the third half, their finishes.
Joe, what do you think about Brave Eagles? 1 win, 2 loss this season.
Well, if you actually want to win the league, you need to have a very good goalkeeper.
Sure.
Very important. A good goalkeeper win you games. Yes, that is one thing I know. If you check the 2 games they have lost so far, they use one particular goalkeeper. And the only game they have won so far, they use another goalkeeper. So that means there's something wrong.
These are their names. You know any of their names?
Okay, I think if I could remember, the FA Brave Eagles goalkeeper his name is Joseph, and the second goalkeeper that should be.
Yes, I'm talking about
Joseph, the one that collected man of the match at their
Joseph that played against
Adeleke.
Adeleke, yeah.
Won them that particular game, and he also won man of the match because he's so composed, he has that confidence, and he's also a good shot stopper. So he saved them that particular match. He won that match for them. I would say that, and that's the reason why he also won the man of the match. If you review the match between Tubaba and Brave Eagles at home, they conceded a lot of goals they are not supposed to concede. You understand? The same thing to happen with the match between Brave Eagles and Mateko. They considered goals they are not supposed to concede. So I think that's the only thing I have to say. The Brave Eagles play good football, tactical football. You know that they are being coached by a very, very good and
Yes, Coach Musa.
experienced coach.
Very
Yes,
good.
Coach
Yeah,
Musa.
Musa.
Coach Musa is doing a very, very good job for that team. But I want Coach Musa to look into his goalkeeping department. So that's the only thing I have to say.
All right, thank you very much, coaches. And we're wrapping up now because we don't have time to talk about all that, a lot of games and analysis. But check out for more videos as we talk about more games that will be coming up, more analysis, more talks. Yes, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all social media handles. We would like to hear from you, your comments, your opinions about what has been said, and also about the league. And before we go, I'd like to take last words from the two coaches. We'll start from John. Any last words before we wrap up the show?
Yes, grassroots football is here to stay. As per our Juvenile League, we are bringing something different to the community of Akure, or let's say the whole Akure country. Yes, we are bringing something different. Watch out for as per our Juvenile League, and you will never regret following us.
Coach David.
Well, before I would say anything, I wanted to talk on this team. We shouldn't write this team off to Tubaba. They are just going. They are doing a slow and steady wins the race. So we should write them off at our own peril. So I think we shouldn't write them off yet. So all I have to say is this: as my colleague has said, Aspire Juvenile League has come to stay. So it's not a season wonder or whatever. It's a continuous assessment. So we are putting it down. Very soon, watch out for the youth league. We are working on that. So, and I will add this, please, you viewers and viewers at home, please try and subscribe to our channels, our social media platforms. We are all on all social media platforms. And we are still seeking and stretching our hands for sponsorship. So for these young guns. So please let your name be part of the story of their what is it called? Of their story. Yes, of their career.
Their journey.
Thank you. God bless us.
All right. Thank you very much, coaches. We're wrapping up the show right
Today
now.
match, no talking.
Yes, the Gameweek 5 will be kicking off with Trivers versus Adeleke right at St. Matthias Park in Alagbaka. Do want to watch out for it on our YouTube channel. You can also do want to watch all past games, live games that was recorded. Like you mentioned, follow them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like I said, be part of this story right here in Akure as they grow these young lads and these young kids for better things. This is the future. Be part of our story. Once again, my name is Michael Lukumbara, and thank you very much for following through this show. Catch you next time.